Hi, I'm Ben Stamm, and I'm extremely excited to be with all of you today at the Sustainability Blockchain Summit. I'm here to talk to everyone today about how EY is building in the blockchain carbon management space and how EY is pushing towards a future where enterprises manage their carbon footprint on blockchain networks. So, to set the stage, let's look at the current market position that enterprises find themselves in when they look to get a hold of their carbon management operation. Corporates are under scrutiny to drive forward climate change, as you know, by reducing their carbon emissions and or offsetting their emissions by purchasing carbon credits. We see this pressure coming at corporates from a variety of angles. Regulation is changing fast and demanding more. For example, the CSDR will roll out gradually starting in early 2024. What that means, over 50,000 new companies will be required to disclose their quantitative carbon emissions. We're talking to our clients in value chains whose value chain buyers are requiring net zero products. These buyers want products that have no carbon footprint, and they're actually putting restrictions on who they can do business with based on this. And of course, we're seeing greenwashing accusations. These accusations are coming from both the integrity of carbon credits and the validity and the accuracy of climate progress claims, such as emissions reductions. These are problems within enterprise carbon emissions management today. And it is in the interest of the industry and the collective and the greater good to bring forward greater trusted accountability. So we say to corporates, now is the time to plan for what is quickly becoming table stakes for managing an organization's carbon footprint in a sustainability future-looking world. So, challenges we are solving for today. There are many people in this room that are working on and solving the problems that are hindering the carbon markets today, as well as the VCM, the voluntary carbon markets. First, to name a few, we are seeing a flood of ESG report requests that vary by jurisdiction. Data inputs and calculation methodologies are unclear and unstandardized for corporates. We see a lack of trust around public climate claims. This goes back to the issue of greenwashing. And we see opaque or siloed data and process in carbon credit generation. Of course, as I mentioned, we're innovating very fast in the space towards functional on-chain carbon credits. These will soon be available for purchase for both individuals and corporates. From our position at EY, we're talking to enterprises who are very interested in exploring and experimenting with integrating with on-chain carbon credits. This is the next step. Carbon credit tokenization is coming. It is very close, and corporations are interested in experimenting with this technology. The next step is to actually take the leap and purchase on-chain carbon credits and realize the various benefits, the many benefits that come with a more efficient exchange market structure and more efficient exchange of value that blockchain provides the underlying market mechanism for the VCM. We at EY Blockchain have been tracking this corporate interest in regards to tokenized carbon credits for the past 2 years. And we've been asking the next question. If carbon credit tokenization is happening, might there be value in carbon emission tokenization? This is really the foundation of our building in the solution space. Well, if we tokenize emissions, then we might have more streamlined emissions tracking and tracing. But let's take it one step further. Might there even be more value that is unlocked to enterprises when both carbon emissions and carbon credits are managed and stored on the same blockchain network? It's a completely 0-to-1 innovation. It allows corporations to neatly align with the market demand for net zero products and for greater corporate carbon accountability. For example, with emissions and carbon credits booked as tokens, now offsetting can be applied more granularly than simply an organization's net footprint. Offsets can be provided at the product level, at the facility level, by jurisdiction, and the solutions are still expanding. So where we have stood on is that a decentralized carbon management platform really helps address these issues and lends itself very well to be the infrastructure for technical deliveries of the future of carbon management and the carbon economy. So a look at our solution. What are we building? We have recently launched, and we are very proud to have launched EY's OpsChainESG solution in May. It will provide a trusted platform for carbon emission tokenization and carbon credit tokenizations to be managed and to be accessed on blockchain networks. We continue to improve and develop this tooling to provide enterprises the toolbox they need to achieve this future. A few points on this solution. On the emission side of things, we provide emissions tokenization APIs and data tooling, and are continuing to work and develop improvements to customize these data pipelines to organization-specific carbon management processes. There's a lot of unbelievable innovation happening in this space, and we look forward to continue to collaborate and build together with the community. On the carbon credit side of things, we have a foundation for carbon credit token integration and interoperability with existing market solutions. We are closely following advancements in this space, and we also look forward to connecting with many of you in regards to this. Lastly, these pieces come together and enable, as I referenced earlier, product emissions footprinting that allows organizations to account for their carbon footprints at a product level in a trustful way. We're currently rolling out this solution across clients in several industries, including oil and gas, chemicals, manufacturing, automotive, and more. Finally, I'd like to mention that we take privacy very seriously, and it is a key consideration when dealing with corporate data. That's why we are building on Ethereum and leveraging privacy tools being built out on this network. In summary, tokenized carbon credits can provide large benefits to enterprises' carbon offsetting operation, and we are working with our clients to understand and realize these benefits, and have developed a solution to integrate with Web3 players in the space, working towards a world where it becomes a disadvantage to not purchase carbon credits on chain. We've been pursuing the mission of tokenization of carbon emissions alongside this trend in anticipation for what becomes possible when carbon management operations are completely moved on chain. This may unlock use cases such as product offsetting, massive inefficiencies in carbon management operations, reporting transparency, and more. Thank you for listening, and I hope to connect with many of you after this chat and on this conference. If you're interested in learning more, please reach out to me on this conference. My email is right there on the screen. And thank you very much.